It's a hockey stream on episode 521 of the VIG Lounge on this pre-trade deadline eve as the Pittsburgh Penguins take on the Buffalo Sabres at PPG Paints Arena. Can the Penguins go into the trade deadline with a win, or will they have to tear the whole thing down because they lost the game just before? I'm just kidding. I know that would never actually happen. That would be insane. But can the Penguins beat the Sabres, or will they fall on the sword here on home ice? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to the Penguins and Sabres here on the VIG Lounge. And the Sabres with the opening draw. Look to bring it into the Penguin zone, give it away to Rust. Rust trying to get past the Sabres defense. And then the Sabres are able to bring it in and got a shot on goal. And a big save there by Stuart Skinner. He will hang on as we take a look at the Penguins bench. This is a grudge match. You know, that huge rivalry between Sabres and Penguins. At least the scoreboard is there. Big drive again, handled by Skinner. Penguins having a real hard time getting the puck out of the zone. And now Rakell will do just that. Rakell dumps it in. And shot by Wotherspoon, turned aside by UPL. Shot again by Wotherspoon, turned aside a second time. With a one-timer and a deflected shot down low. And just like that, the Penguins have themselves 3 shots on goal, just as the Sabres do. Alex Tuck knocked off the puck, got it back, lost it. And Wotherspoon sends it the other way, up to Erik Karlsson, who jumps up on the rush. Karlsson drifts and shoots. Big save by UPL on that one. Probably the Penguins' best chance. And Stuart Skinner with a great save. Passes it off. Penguins again really struggling to get it out of the zone. Sabres definitely are not a joke anymore. They are a legitimate contender to make the playoffs this year. And honestly, obviously I'm going to be rooting for the Penguins in the East, as always, but it would be nice to see the Sabres make the playoffs. Honestly, the franchise deserves it with all the heartbreak that they've had since, what was it, 2011, I think? Was the last time they made the playoffs? And the Penguins looking to bring it out. Justin Brazeau with a shot. A big save by Luukkonen. He will get a whistle and hang on. And there's a lot of hitting on both sides. As you see, Chinikov hit the deck. And another one draw for Buffalo in their own zone this time. Machari got hit, then delivered one. Again, both teams are going to the body early. Connor Clifton, the former Sabre, gets in on the hit parade. And Josh Doan, who's really discovered his game here in Buffalo, coming over for the trade that sent J.J. Peterka to Utah. Michael Kessering, part of that deal for the Sabres as well. Connor Timmins, who had a cup of coffee with Pittsburgh and was traded for the aforementioned Connor Clifton. A Connor for Connor swap, if you will. Sidney Crosby carries in for the Pens. Turns into the circle, fires and scores! Oh, the Wizard of Bruce waves that magic wand once again, and the Penguins lead 1-0. And of course, I've got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. Penguins with the early lead. Crosby and Malkin both like playing against the Sabres. They tend to get quite a number of points. Crosby on the board first. 6:52 to go in the first period. So maybe not a super early goal, but it is in the first, so we'll take that. Here, Carlson comes in offside. As Rasmus Dahlin is highlighted for the Sabres, captain. And a tremendous young piece on the back end for the Sabres. Brian Rust has some space. Gets around the aforementioned Dahlin and he put it off the bar and out. Oh, goodness, how close was that? Shot down low by Wotherspoon. Now Rakell with a drive handled by UPL. And giveaway, and then it's given right back to Ryan McLeod. You know when a guy like Ryan McLeod has his own ability like wheels, I'm not saying he isn't fast, but he's not really known for his, burst of speed for scoring. That's why I say they really gave zone abilities out like candy this year. It's like anybody over 80% as a rating usually has a zone ability for some reason, aside from goaltenders. Big drive by Clifton, handled by UPL. Clifton lets it go again. And we're getting down to the final minute here in the first. Shot handled by Stuart Skinner, and a very tight chance that Stuart Skinner got as well. Also, subject of trade rumors is Stuart Skinner. He's actually on the TSN trade board, which is quite surprising, because he's done pretty well for Pittsburgh. Shelovs has certainly found his game, but if we do trade Skinner, hopefully that'll open up the chance for Sergei Miroshov, as he should be the goaltender of the future for the Pens. Either way, here I am talking about future goalies, but there's a goal scorer. Sidney Crosby gives the Penguins a 1-0 lead. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's check out the stats. Shots dead even at 12 apiece. Hits doubled up by the Penguins, 12-6. Faceoffs nearly doubled up by the Sabres. They're more than doubled up, I should say, 5-1 in favor of Buffalo, which is, again, a surprise to absolutely nobody who watches this channel. No penalties to speak of. Maybe we'll get one in the second period. We'll have to see. But either way, first 20 minutes in the books. Let's see what this second period has in store, shall we? Pittsburgh with the early lead in this grudge match on the goal by Sidney Crosby. Matches up again with Tage Thompson. And the Sabres win another draw. Save off the shoulder of Skinner to the corner. And now Stuart Skinner will get a whistle and hang on. A little less than a minute off the clock here in the second, as Sidney Crosby lines up now for a defensive zone draw, which he inevitably lost, because I have no faith in the face-off system in this game. But whatever. Rakell, I got faith in this though. Backhand chance. Rakell, he scores! It's tricky to score a goal unless you are Rakell. It's tricky! Tricky Ricky, what a beauty! With Rust providing a screen, no chance for Luukkonen on that one. And Lindy Ruff. Lindy's having a bit of a rough go. With his team being down by 2. Despite the fact that they're carrying the shot total slightly, but they do have an edge in that. Oh, Rakell's in again. Tied up a little bit with Dowling. Fires backhand score! Crosby! 87 heaven as the Penguins jump out to a 3-0 lead. And Crosby just flings the backhand past Luukkonen. And finally, Sidney Crosby wins a faceoff. Drive, rust handled by Luukkonen off the pad and out. So Rakell now has a goal and an assist. And Sidney Crosby has 2 goals and an assist, I believe. Chinikov lost it. Malkin gathers, fires, and he scores! Chino cashes in at the casino, and the Penguins extend the lead to 4. Chinikov brought it in, knocked off the stick. Malkin just walked right into it, and then absolutely wires it past the goaltender. And a save made by Skinner. That's Chino to Gino to the back of the net. Chinikov turns off the wall to the net. Denied rebound! Oh my goodness, how did that not go? Tommy Novak deflected it out of the air, but it was right into Luukkonen. Sure, if he had that tipped you over again, he would have gotten it to a different spot. Here's Malkin. Tried to get it across, and Luukkonen is able to come out and stop that before it caused any damage. 13-12 remaining in the second. Huge hit by Chris Letang. Bang, bang goes Letang indeed on that one. Another one draw by the Sabres in their own zone. Byram was able to get it out. Penguins hitting a lot here. Whoa, that could have been bad. Skinner had an ill-advised pass, but Penguins were able to recover. And Sam Girard will send it in. Throw the net, shot denied by the pad. By the pad of Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Connor Clifton gets it up to Anthony Mantha. Mantha lifting in a bit of a shimmy shake, as let's say by one of the decent announcers for ESPN. Oh my! Bob Wischusen. 9:37 to go in period 2. Penguins are certainly on the right side of the score right now, leading 4-0. Sidney Crosby wins it back to Clifton. That shot deflected wide. Now Rakell. Clifton again. He lost it before he could get the shot away. Alex Tuck Dumps it by the Sabres net, picked off by Crosby, and he nearly got a hat trick. Alex Tuch with a beautiful play. I'll give him credit. Wearing the same number as Alex McGillney, another well-known Buffalo Sabre. But he definitely does have wheels, and he used them. And Stuart Skinner had no chance on that one. Buffalo on the board. It's 4-1. Give it away to Russ. Russ will gain the red line and send it in. Collected along the wall by Crosby. Then Crosby knocked off the puck. He got it back because he is unstoppable. And then the puck trickles in on Luukkonen. I was kind of excited because I was hoping I was going to get a goal there, but not on that shot. There is the goaltending matchup. Stuart Skinner and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Josh Stone, bit of a bump. How that pass missed is beyond me. Penguins will try it again. Up now to Wotherspoon. Pass across denied off the pad of Luukkonen. And a shot just off the bar from distance as the Penguins look to get that goal back. Rakell and Malkin. Out of the cross. And then there's a knockdown on Wotherspoon. Anthony Mantha tried to gain the red line and failed. Still has the puck, though. He's in. He got a shot just wide. Down to less than a minute to go in the second. As the Sabres do have a little bit of life. Still trailing by 3. And the Penguins are looking to try to extend the lead once again. And Mantha will do just that in a bad save by Luukkonen. As the Penguins lead this grudge match that nobody asked for, 4-1. And again, that's no disrespect to Buffalo, but it's not like Pittsburgh and the Sabres have this storied rivalry or anything, with the exception of the inaugural Winter Classic. But other than that, I can't really think of any notable... I don't even think they've ever met in the playoffs before, or at least not to my memory, at least from the 90s up until now, but I could be wrong. But let's take a look at the stats after 40. 24-19 are the shots on goal in favor of the Penguins. And hits 20-9, more than doubled up by the Pittsburgh Penguins as well. Face-offs, more than doubled by the Sabres. But again, that's to be expected. They're absolutely cleaning my clock. No penalties to speak of as of yet. We'll have to see if maybe the Sabres get frustrated and take one, being down by a few and, being close in shots and not really having a lot to show for it aside from the Alex Tuch goal. But either way, 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see. Third period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. There we go. See, I almost did the same thing as I did in the first, and I did not mean to do that in the first intermission. So had to stop, regather, and correct myself, but we're all good now. I'm going to lose this draw because the ref took forever, and I got a little too antsy, but the puck's given away to Russ anyway, so it's a moot point. Russ with a shot, Crosby at the side of the net. And then Luukkonen able to hang on to that as the Penguins go to work early. Taking a look at the work of Stuart Skinner. Blockered it away. That shot went off the post. And there's a save on Tuck. Rocking a .944 save percentage. Puck's carried right back in by Rust. Ryan Rust to the net, denied. And now Crosby goes around the net, lost the puck. Now Rakell with a drive. Save again by Luukkonen. Sidney Crosby drifting, shooting, and it got blocked before he could get the shot away. So I guess he wasn't shooting after all. Drops it off to Tuck. Big save by Skinner. And now Malkin will bring it in himself. Gains the red line. Battle for it along the wall. And magically the Sabres get it. But then give it away to Carlson, who then gets knocked down. Sheenikov has it. He gets rubbed out along the wall. Carlson. And now Sam Girard, who got his first goal as a Penguin in the last game against Boston. Tommy Novak was nearly in alone, but he got knocked off the puck. And now Brazeau will gain the red line and send it in. Left it along the wall by Kindle. Holy smokes, there's a lot of crashing and banging going on here. And Girard will send it in. Again collected along the wall. This time Kindle cuts to the net. Denied by Luukkonen. After giving up 4 straight, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has really settled in. Taking a look at Alex Tuck, who has the only goal for Buffalo. There's a drive that Skinner handled. And another save on Tuck, this one a little closer. And then here's the breakaway goal. As we have to pause and fix the camera, because again, it would not be a visually impaired gamer stream if we didn't have to fix the stupid webcam. All right. There we go. Okay. I figured I wouldn't be a jerk, and I actually let the highlight of the goal play through for Alex Tuck, because I will say it was nice. He certainly tucked it. That was a very nice goal. Dumb joke, I know, but I won't give you guys any A material unless I get paid. It's my comedic philosophy. And a save again by Luukkonen. Sabres' upcoming schedule, which I have no interest in whatsoever. And there's a goal for Ryan McLeod, as the Penguins just couldn't get the puck out of the zone. And Jordan Greenway just jumps in to celebrate like he did something. I'm not quite sure how that went in. I mean, there's a bit of post in there, and there was some room, and McLeod found it, I guess. And the Sabres have cut the lead in half. Oh, never mind. Greenway got an assist. Okay. Saved by Lupinen off the pad. Brought in by Connor Clifton. Former Sabre. Lost the puck. Oh, here we go. It's Jordan Greenway on a breakaway. Save big by Skinner. Sidney Crosby with a takeaway. Brings the puck in. Dodges a check. Fires, and a save made by Lukin. And I think he might have been helped by a defender. He might have got a piece of that as well. And now Kulak. Or Kulik, I don't know, how do you, or Kulik. Ryan Rust carries in. Rust to the right, scores, what a beauty! In Rust we trust! And we now return to our regularly scheduled program as the Penguins are back up by 3. Every member of the Penguins' top line has a goal. And all the goals have been scored on that top line. As Sidney Crosby has a pair. Oh, sorry, most of the goals, I should say. Malkin has one as well. I can't take that away from him. Cheetah with a chance. He was nearly added to the goal scoring party there, but not on that exchange. And a giveaway. Puck rolls in on Skinner. Penguins get it back. Looking to just eat the clock a little bit here, and now the... Oh, looks like the Penguins have a man advantage. Zach Benson. Wrapped up Carlson. And look at that, it is not the fabled cross-check. I can't remember the last time I got a holding call for a power play opportunity, but I will take it. Jason Zucker in shorthanded. Definitely didn't work out the way that they wanted, and a shorthanded goal for Josh Doan. Well, good job for the Sabres, and Josh Doan's got his 3rd of the year. Wow. Real life Josh Doan and PC Josh Doan are 2 completely different players. Holy man. What a nice shorty there. And they get the Sabres back to within 2. Oh, why don't you get a second shorthanded goal while you're at it? Holy man. I literally couldn't do anything. And the empty netter! Crosby's got the hat trick! No, is this a... Yeah, it is. It's a power play goal and an empty netter. And a ton of hats are flying out of the stands here at PPG Paints Arena. I didn't realize there was that much time left. Wow. I thought it was not so close to the end of the period. I thought I had more time, actually, is what I meant to say. But hey, we got it. 6.1 and a 6-3 lead after giving up the shorthanded goal. Sidney Crosby ices it with the empty netter. And Doan is just angry on that one. And that is it. The Pittsburgh Penguins defeat the Buffalo Sabres 6-3. Half the goals belong to Sidney Crosby. A goal from Russ, a goal from Malkin, and a goal from Rakell. Add to the goal scoring as well. How you doing, Iceberg? And the winners of this grudge match are the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's take a look at the stats before we wrap things up, shall we? Shots on goal 34-27, favoring Pittsburgh. Hits 30-16, doubling up by the Penguins. Passing percentage close for both teams. Sabres with a slight edge. Pittsburgh 1-for-1 on the man advantage, despite giving up a shorthanded goal. And the face-offs, well, the less I say about them, the better. What matters most, 5 goals at even strength, 1 goal on the man advantage into an empty net. And the Penguins go into the trade deadline on a high. Crosby with 5 points. What a great night for him. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of the VIG oh my God, I almost said VIG Deadline. VIG Lounge, sorry. Thank you all for tuning into the VIG Lounge. And enjoy the trade deadline tomorrow. Hopefully we get some action and it's not dead instead of a deadline, if you will. But enjoy it if you're checking it out like I will on TSN, because Sportsnet fucking sucks. But either way, until next time, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a terrific Thursday, everybody.